Good evening, and welcome to the news. Tonight, tensions in the Middle East have escalated once again after Iran's foreign ministry accused the United States of violating a fragile ceasefire agreement by carrying out overnight military strikes in southern Iran. According to Iranian officials, U.S. forces launched attacks targeting areas near the Strait of Hormuz, a strategically important waterway through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply passes. Tehran described the strikes as a blatant violation of the ceasefire and warned that it would not allow any act of aggression to go unanswered. The United States, however, offered a different explanation. U.S. Central Command said the strikes were conducted in self-defense, claiming American forces were responding to threats from Iranian missile launch sites and boats allegedly attempting to place naval mines in the region. Washington insists the operation was intended to protect U.S. personnel and maintain security in the Strait of Hormuz. The incident comes at a particularly sensitive time. Negotiators from both countries have been involved in ongoing diplomatic talks aimed at ending months of conflict and establishing a longer-term peace agreement. Discussions have reportedly focused on issues including sanctions relief, Iran's nuclear program, maritime security, and the release of billions of dollars in frozen Iranian assets. Iran's foreign ministry said the overnight strikes undermine those diplomatic efforts and raise serious questions about Washington's commitment to the peace process. Officials in Tehran argued that military action during ceasefire negotiations risks destabilizing the entire region and could derail progress made in recent talks. In response, Iranian leaders issued strong warnings. Senior officials stated that Iran reserves the right to defend its sovereignty and national interests. Reports from Iranian media also suggest that the country's military remains on heightened alert as tensions continue to rise. Meanwhile, international leaders are calling for restraint. China urged both sides to honor their commitments and avoid actions that could further weaken the ceasefire. Regional governments are also closely monitoring the situation, concerned that renewed fighting could threaten shipping routes and increase instability across the Middle East. The developments have already had an impact on global markets. Oil prices moved higher amid fears that increased military activity around the Strait of Hormuz could disrupt energy supplies and international shipping. Analysts warn that continued uncertainty in the region could have broader economic consequences if diplomatic efforts fail. Despite the latest confrontation, both Washington and Tehran have indicated that diplomatic channels remain open. U.S. officials say negotiations are continuing, while Iranian representatives acknowledge that discussions are still underway, although significant disagreements remain unresolved. For now, the future of the ceasefire remains uncertain. What was intended to be a pathway toward de-escalation is now facing one of its most serious tests, as both sides trade accusations while trying to keep peace talks alive. We'll continue to monitor developments and bring you the latest updates as this story unfolds. Thank you for watching. Good night.